Louis Visionary Awards honors women for their advocacy and contributions to the arts in our city. Today's guest is Roseann Weiss. She is a board member with the St. Louis Visionary Awards, and I'm pronouncing that very slowly as the prompter comes up. It's so good to see you.
Thank you.
It's really nice to see you. It's been some years since I saw you, but I love it when we get to this time of year and we have the St. Louis Visionary Awards here in studio to talk about each year's honorees. So let's get started. The event's coming up in just less than, 2 weeks away?
Yeah, a couple weeks.
So tell me about this year's honorees.
So this year's honorees, as always, we have an amazing group of women. So Susan Barrett is our arts innovator, and lots of people will know her from the gallery called Projects Plus Gallery in the Central West End. And then we've got Carmen Dance, who is the artistic director of Grupo Atlantico, which is a Colombian dance troupe. Amazing.
Yes, I've seen
amazing.
Carmen perform, yes.
Wonderful. And then Carrie Eli, who's an outstanding working artist, and she's a full-time actress here in town. Oh, and people have probably seen her in lots of different productions. And Bree McAnally, who is, she calls herself the caretaker of the Luminary, which is this amazing place in Cherokee, showing contemporary art. It's just changed the landscape of the arts in St. Louis. And then Jacqueline Thompson, who we've said is an emerging artist, but you've seen Jackie around a lot. She's done some amazing work in theater as a director and as an actress, and she's also a professor of theater.
Yeah.
And then Kathy Winter, who is a wonderful supporter of arts, and that's what she's getting the award for, is just being a supporter, being on boards, being a contributor in lots of different ways. So this is an amazing group of women. As always, we always are able to come up with all of these great women.
Yeah, well, I think you're in a great position to sort of be able to describe the art scene. I mean, because you were formerly with RAC.
Yes.
Prior to that, the Contemporary Art Museum. So when you think back over the decades, and we talk about all the time, St. Louis really is an arts town, and sometimes it doesn't get the credit for that, but you would know all the revenue that's brought in through the arts. Let's talk about how you feel about the art scene in St. Louis, and specifically women's contribution to that.
Right. You know, I don't think people understand the depth of the arts in St. Louis. And it's wonderful to be able to honor women. One of the nice things about the Visionaries is, although we all have to raise money for the arts, this is not a fundraiser. This is in and of itself about honoring women who are the backbone and the engines of the arts in St. Louis. Yeah. So we know that the arts in St. Louis really are an economic engine, besides giving us the heart and soul. There was just a study done, 14,000 full-time equivalent jobs are arts-based. So this is a big deal for us to be able to have a community like this. So you know, to be able to look at who's around, who's doing what, who is a visionary. You know, these women that we honor really can bring us something to look at, something to feel, something to think about in a new way. And that's what the arts do.
No, I think that's fantastic. And let's talk about the event itself, because I think, to your point, it's like once you are there at the event ceremony, you really realize how profound the work and the effect of these women really are. So tell us a bit about what's going to happen at the event coming up.
Sure.
At the ceremony.
So it's a Monday night, Monday, April 22nd at 6 p.m. And so you have nothing else to do that night, I know. So you've got to come. But it's a really wonderful event. It's we do keep it short, so you're not sitting there for hours. It's about an hour for the event itself, and each of the honorees gets a few minutes to say something about how they got there, and what inspires them. And I will tell you, I never come away without being completely inspired by all the different kinds of ways that people are making art and supporting art. It's really, you'll be moved.
No, I agree with you. It's really special. I mean, I think when we typically think of an awards ceremony, it feels very traditional and handing out awards. But no, I agree with you. Through the performances that happen, through the speeches, it really brings it all home. Thank you so much for being here to talk about that. Thank you.
Oh, I am so happy to be here.
Well, we've got the information one more time there for you on the screen. I know we showed it to you earlier, but just in case, there it is. For more information, to get tickets, it's visawards.org. It's coming up soon, Monday, April 22nd at 6 p.m. at the Sun Theater in Grand Center. For more information, again, head to the website visawards.org or call the number on the screen. But don't go anywhere. We're actually going to talk to two of this year's honorees. So there's more STL Live right after this.